Okay, Aguilitas, it's time to continue the search for the Golden Chancla. And this month, it falls into the hands of John Mackley and J. Presper Eckert Jr. Now, many of you may ask, who the heck are these guys? Well, let's just say that if it weren't for these two gentlemen, there would be no Facebook, no smartphones, no internet, and even more serious, no computers. Together, they found an innovative solution to the problems of the day, the creation of the first computer.
No. No. All right. Just take it with us. Let's go. Huh?
What are we gonna do about this contract? The military wants us to help our boys.
I really don't know, man, but we gotta break our mold because they really need us out there.
Well, what do we have to offer? I mean, I'm an engineer and you're...
I'm good looking, man. Hey, man.
I was gonna say creative.
Wait, I got it. I really got it. Listen, how about we make super toasters? Like real super toasters. Like super toasters that make food for our soldiers.
Super toasters?
Alright, I guess we won't do that one. Alright. How about we build a device that stores information electronically?
Yes, an electronical, numerical integrator computer.
Oh, no man, scratch that. That's too much. Let's just call it ENIAC.
ENIAC? Sounds good.
Right, man? Well, I tell you what to do, because come on.
John Presper Eckert was born on April 9th, 1919 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. His father was an excellent businessman and millionaire. Eckert always desired to attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or for those of you that know, MIT. However, his parents were uncooperative. His father claimed he could not afford to send his only child to MIT. Eckert Jr. attended the Moore Engineering School at the University of Pennsylvania. He almost failed his first year at college after he realized that his father was deceiving him, and he became too depressed to study. It's tough to not always have the support, but he did achieve his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering in 1941 and his master's degree in 1943. On the other hand, John Mackley was born on August 30th, 1907 in Cincinnati, Ohio. In 1925, Mackley attended Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland on a full scholarship and graduated with a degree in physics. By 1932, John Mackley had received his PhD in physics. However, he had always maintained an interest in electrical engineering. In 1941, John Mackley attended a training course taught by his future friend, John Presper Eckert, in electronics at the Moore School of Electronical Engineering. Immediately after completing the course, Mackley also became an instructor at the Moore School. In 1946, they both developed the ENIAC, Electrical Numerical Integrator and Calculator. The American military sponsored the research. The Army needed a computer for calculating artillery firing tables, the settings used for different weapons under varied conditions for target accuracy. The Ballistics Research Laboratory learned about the research at the university. On May 31st, 1943, the military commission on the new computer began. John Mackley was the chief consultant, and John Prosper Eckert was the chief engineer. It took the team about 1 year to design the ENIAC, and 18 months and 500,000 tax dollars to build it. By that time, the war was over. The ENIAC was still put to work by the military doing calculations for the design of a hydrogen bomb, weather prediction, cosmic ray studies, thermal ignition, random number studies, and wind tunnel design. Thanks to the Golden Chancla, they found an innovative way to change what had existed so long. It was at this moment that they bumped into another great figure of the 20th century, a Navajo code talker, Keith Little.
Sorry about that, you guys.
Hey, I know you. You're that new code talker we got, right?
Yeah, yes I am.
Oh, actually, we have this golden thing. It's actually helped us a lot in our studies, and it's magical. So I would like you to have it. I think it'll help you out there, man.
Well, thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it. Really do.
I hope it brings you good luck.
All right, man. Thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting both of you guys too.
Navajo Code Talkers were a group of Navajo Native Americans who worked as communications specialists for the United States Marine Corps in the battles against Japan. They used their language to send messages from one unit to another so the Japanese could not decipher the code and learn the Marines' next move. In my training, I was asked if I was a Navajo. I said yes, and they channeled me into communication school, Little said. They told us we had done something unusual and unique. The code was made in such a way that it would only confuse the listener. It took us 3 months to master our code. After coming home from the Pacific in World War II, the code talkers were sworn to secrecy for more than 20 years to never reveal what they had done in the war. In 1968, however, the U.S. government declassified the Navajo Code and opened it up on public record. The Navajo Code Talkers still did not receive any recognition until 2001, when they were given the Congressional Medals of Honor. Keith Little served as a Navajo Code Talker with the U.S. Marine Corps from December of 1943 until after the war. He fought in numerous engagements of World War II, including battles in the Marshall Islands, Saipan, and Iwo Jima. Like most of the Navajo Code Talkers, he wasn't aware of the significance of his contribution to the war effort until much later in life. It was only then that he understood the importance of documenting their story for posterity. In conversations about his hopes for the new museum, he speaks with certitude of his desire to teach the younger generations of the importance of striving for excellence and of serving above and beyond the call of duty. Promoting a greater understanding of the Navajo culture, traditions, and way of life is a cause he also holds dear. When asked why he chose to go to war, he simply answered, "Because the Japanese made a sneak attack on the U.S. to protect our people, land, and country." Keith Little and the other men that sacrificed so much so we could have the opportunity to live in a country of freedom took something as important as their language, and through innovation, were able to shift the balance of war in our nation's favor. As leaders, we must learn to innovate because it is the tool that helps us grow in our communities, our country, and our world. This tribute represents the spirit of the Navajo Code Talkers, a group of more than 400 U.S. Marines who bravely served their country during World War II. Their mission? To utilize the Navajo language in the creation of an unbreakable secret code. Between 1942 and 1945, the Navajo Code Talkers used this code and their skills as radio operators to provide a secure method of communication vital to America's victory. Among many Native Americans, the flute is a communication tool used to signal the end of confrontation and the coming of peace. The tribute represents the advancement of peace for all future generations. This is the first permanent tribute to honor the Navajo Code Talkers.
Stay with us. Just chocolate.